on Facebook.
Hey everybody, it's Donna.
And Aditi, hello.
Hello everybody, it's Donna.
And Aditi.
If you didn't
get the first.
Hey everybody, it's Donna.
And Aditi, hello.
We're here live on Facebook. We're going to do some Magic Dictionary. Anybody on with us? Let's see you there.
There's Karen.
See you, baby.
Hi,
Hello,
Karen.
everybody. So for the people that are logging on right now, I know, Karen, you're saying love a word, but I'd like to see if any other people show up first. If you had a word last week, please give other people an opportunity first. So Karen, tell us, did you have a word last week? Can we put
Let's
you
see.
lower in the list?
Yep, Karen jumped on at the very end. Was that Magic Dictionary?
Yeah, again, everybody that's logging on now, thank you so much for logging on. If you had a reading last week, we'd love it if you'd wait just a moment to see, because we got pretty busy toward the end last week and we want to only keep this to an hour. So Karen, I see you on. Nancy, I see you on.
Hi, Nancy. There's a whole bunch of people with us.
We're going to do the people that we've never seen before first. And Aditi's going to be keeping track of this along with her duties of putting in her 4 cents to spirit interpretation. But again, for everybody that's already logged, we're going to do the ones we haven't seen first and give you a word. And then we're going to go backwards and do the people that we've seen before in the past. I want to give everybody the opportunity in case next week we don't do this again. But also know that these words are available on my website also. It's $10, I think. I give you a little word and I do the same thing I'm doing here, only I type it all out for you. These are free just to show you a little snippet of what I do as a medium. I am also still offering readings either through Zoom, FaceTime, or by phone. That is still available. I am offering discounted rates. I am also, in addition to hour-long readings, I am offering half-an-hour readings. I don't usually do that, but I am doing that now. If you are interested in either of those, shoot me an email at dboylemedium@gmail.com and we can talk about everything. Okay, so Deets, what do you say we get started?
Yes.
Again, I'll say one more time since we got a few more people that's logged on. If you received a word last week, we're going to put you to the bottom of the list. We're going to start with people that we have not seen before. But we thank you so much for jumping on each time. We do appreciate that. Theo is with us today. Theo the dog is with us today.
He's taking a nap on the bed.
He's done. He's taking a nap for the day. It is the end of the day. It's a new time of a day, so I hope we're going to get some people that are new because now everybody's out of work. So Deets, give me the first one.
Okay, Lizzie.
Lizzie is new. I've never heard this name before. So everybody just close their eyes, take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Lizzie, if you haven't done this before, basically what I do is flip the pages. Hopefully you've seen how this works. Flip the pages. I put my finger to a word. I look at the word. I interpret the word. And then Spirit is allowed to speak. And the Deets will give her 4 cents too. All right, Lizzie. Lizzie, your word is crystallization. I'm already getting excited for crystallization. I already see this ability to morph. I see this ability to shine, and I haven't even read the word, what the definition is. This ability to morph and shine into who you truly are. And it doesn't matter, like sometimes you can just wash yourself off, and then the newness of new has arrived again to you. So crystallization, Lizzie, the process of taking on a regular or crystalline form. The act of forming or being made into a definite shape as ideas, plans, or the like. The form thus produced. So again, I'll go back to what they originally said. Where you are at right now is you have the ability to mold and shape, not just yourself, but everything around you. Situations, relationships, work things. Everything is at your fingertips right now, they're saying. And crystallization means, once it's there, it's done. Once you've crystallized something, it stays stuck in that mode. But I'm hearing you will not stay stuck in that mode. You will be who you are meant to be, and then you will morph into other things so that more people see you, more people acknowledge you, more people are changed by your vibration. So use the crystalline energy. I like to say at the bottom of the earth, there's a crystalline cave, a crystal cave. Take a little trip down there and see what your crystals need to tell you. But form yourself. Formulate yourself, they're saying. No, you formulate a question. You don't just ask it quickly. You formulate that question. So formulate who you need to be right now in this moment. Lizzie, what you got, Deets, for crystallization?
Well, so Donna usually says what I wanted to say before she even gets done. So is what came to mind first hearing that word is is that Mother Earth is here to support you right now. And as Donna said, going down in deep into the crystalline center of Mother Earth, and really call on those crystals right now. It's there to support you, and so is Mother Earth in this time.
Check out the color down there. Yes. Check out the shine down there while you're there, Lizzie. Yes. Thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you, Lizzie.
That was a good word. I like that word, crystallization.
Yeah,
I like that word.
Okay, next is Diane.
Thanks, everybody, for joining. And again, I'll repeat one more time. If you've had a word last week, we're going to put you down after we've dealt with all the people that have never shown their face before. So thanks everybody, for joining, and thanks for understanding that. Say it one more time, Deets.
Diane.
Diane, thank you. Diane, your word is spineless, having no backbone, invertebrate. So I've said before, don't get caught up in what you think it means. So what I'm hearing when I read the word spineless is the ability to move through things, is the ability not to stay rigid, is the ability to curve around. I like to say when you're going on your path and you go in another direction, you veer. You have the ability to serpentine. I like that word. If any of my family's listening, we love that word. Serpentine, but you have that ability. So the snakes do not have a spine, right?
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
So that's what I see with spineless. Spineless, that's the word, is it not? Yes, that is the word. So this is your ability. In fact, snake may be, they're telling me, a totem animal for you. I don't know what snake means, but you can just Google that real quickly. Snake as a totem animal. That is totally what's coming to my mind right now. Your ability to weave and curve. Not saying that you have a lot of things that you need to weave around, but they'd be challenges. When you come upon a challenge and you say to yourself, this is the time where you say to yourself, I don't need to really analyze that or look at that anymore. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to move around it. If it's not suiting me, I'm just going to move around it. If there's anything in your life right now that isn't suiting your purpose as a soul, you do not have to stay in it. You do not have to analyze it. It's time for you to weave your way around it. And you can do that. Why? Because you don't have that spine. You don't have that rigidity of a spine. Now, we're not talking about meditation where you want to sit up with a straight spine. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the rigid, that flow of the spine, like when you're doing cat and dog tilts of the spine in yoga, that movement of the spine. That's what I feel. And not just movement, but openness as you move. Openness through the areas that you're moving. So you're letting a lot of breath in, right? Aditi, what you got for spineless?
That it's really no form, that you have the ability to move, to ebb and flow, go with the flow. And
I like ebb and flow. Yeah. Ebb and flow. That moving through. Thank you, Deets. So for everybody that's just joined, thank you so much. For those of you that had a word last week, we are putting you at the bottom of the list so that everybody gets a chance. If we don't get you at you this week, we will probably do this again next week. I don't think I'm scooting anywhere yet. It's official. My summer job has canceled, so we are on plan F. Maybe for me.
Yeah, maybe.
Things are looking up. Another job down before it even started.
Yay.
But see, look, it's okay.
Yes.
It can only be okay. Right. The more I stress, the more I try to change things, it doesn't happen, guys. You just need to sit in that moment and allow it to happen. Allow whatever not to happen. This is your time. This is your time.
Yes.
This is the time like no other time.
Right. It is.
Who do we got next? The dates.
Okay. Next is a new familiar name is John.
John. A new familiar name. I'm taking a breath. John, thanks. John. Oh, we had this word last week. I think discern.
Ooh, yes.
To see as distinct from other objects. Discriminate as a difference in quality. So it's time, John, for you to discriminate. It's time for you to discern. I find interesting that we've had this word before, and the page is filled with words, right? Every
Right.
page is filled with words, but another person, and I love that word, discern.
Yes, yes.
I love that word discern because Spirit always says to me, Donna, you have to discern. When things happen outside you, when you're not connected to Spirit, right? And I'm only connected to Spirit when I open the door. When I'm done, I close the door. So when I'm not connected to Spirit, out in my everyday life, Aditi and I took a little trip today, and it's like, do you want to come in? Do you want to come to this store? No. I immediately discerned it. I didn't sit there and ask her, should I, shouldn't I? I didn't call up my mother and say, Mama, hey, Aditi wants me to go into the store. Aditi wants me to do something. Should I do it? You don't have to talk to other people about your way. Your way is your way. Isn't that a good one? I did it. Which way? Frank's saying I did it. Whose way?
My way.
Thank you. I'm so glad you knew that because I was sitting here waiting for somebody to say my way. That's a little nod to Carly. That's a nod to your grandma. Little Frank Sinatra tune. So you need to do it your way. Discern within yourself. Discern in that moment, not a day later, not a week later, not that night. What feels good? So you need, Spirit saying, is to get in touch with that piece of your soul in general.
Absolutely.
Not just a piece of your soul, so that you can find what you need right now. And what you need right now is right here. It is here. It may not have materialized yet. So there's a lot of, Aditi and I are going to do a video sometime this week, right?
Yes.
It's going to be very fun.
Yes.
You need to watch that one. It'll probably be live on YouTube. That's going to be fun. But it's about that you don't know right now. Not that you are in this unknowing, it's that you don't know. And why don't you know? Because it doesn't exist yet. The job that I may or may not take going forward doesn't exist yet. We're all in this state. It's not a state of limbo. It's not a state of flux. It's just a state of being. Good.
Yes.
Can we move to a state that's called being?
Right.
Is there a state that's called being?
We can do that.
I'm moving to a state called being. What do you think about discern? That's a fabulous, right? We love that word.
Right.
That is not an old paradigm word.
No.
that is a new continuing paradigm word.
Yes.
Go, Dee.
Just to move forward without judgment, to go within for the answer instead of looking outside for the answer, and love all things and do it without judgment.
You don't have to look outside.
Yep, look within.
In your state of being. Where do you live, Deets? Where do you live?
Right here.
I live in a state of being. Who was that, Johnny? John?
Yep, John, yes.
Every time someone asks you how you doing, I'm doing great from my sense of being, from my state of being. Thanks for joining. We appreciate it.
Yes, thanks, John.
Taking a deep breath for everybody that's logged on. Thank you so much. If you received a word last week, we are putting you at the bottom of the list. I'm going to do my best to get through everybody. This is a later day for me, but we're still going to do about an hour. So what you got, Nate?
And the next new name is Cecilia.
Cecilia. Hi, how are you? So it's official. I won't be seeing you this summer, but season will make it also. If you were planning on going back, I won't be seeing you. I'm so sorry, but glad to see that you're here with us now. Thanks.
Yes.
Cecilia has done this a few times with me back at Omega. Lots of fun. Sure-footed.
We had that word too.
We might have had that
I think
word?
we did.
Sure-footed.
Yes.
Not likely to fall or stumble. Cecilia, in this time of, I don't know, just know that you can continue your walk, that you will never trip and stumble. Not at all, not at all, not at all. Spirit is telling you though, but don't stop walking. Don't think that you may trip, and stumble. Think that you are walking forward. And even though nothing is around you, that you don't know what's happening or where you're going, that's okay. You're still walking. You're very sure-footed. Even if you don't think so, I'm hearing that, but she doesn't think that. And I'm saying to them, but I'm telling her that now from you. And they're saying back, but she doesn't think that. I'm telling you, Cecilia, be sure-footed. Be the soul, sure-footed soul that you are. I want to see you say that now somewhere on your social media. I am a sure-footed soul. Wow, I like that. It's not easy to say, but I like that. I am a sure-footed soul. So that's you, Cecilia. That is you. Go, babe. You just go. Deets, what do you think about sure-footed and Cecilia?
To walk forward in the knowing, and be strong in your stance.
Sure-footed. Yes. We did have it before.
Yes.
Because we talked about the goat standing on the cliff.
Oh, yes.
Yep. That's right. Yep. That's right. It's interesting when the words pop up. How is that possible, Aditi?
Right.
How is that possible?
Because, even within the words, it's not just for the single person. It's for everyone to hear. So I think these words that are being repeated are the ones that we absolutely need to listen to, and that's what our knowing is
over again and again right now, because that is our
Spirit's pounding it in. Listen.
Because a lot of people do that. Did you have this when you? I don't do it anymore because I gave away all my tarot cards. But just flip one and then use that as your sign of what you need next. And I work on that one sign until I figure out that card. But I've heard people say, "Oh, I didn't like it," so the next day I flipped another one.
Well, you might want to go back to the first one, because I'm pretty sure there was a message there for you.
So that's what we're saying by these words that keep repeating themselves. Everybody, thanks again for joining. If you're new, we will get to you. We have a list going. If you've already had your word and you want to respond how much it resonated with you, we'll take that also.
Yes.
If you've had a word last week, we are putting your name at the end. So we may or may not get to you, but thank you for joining and listening, because all these words, like Aditi just said, are for everybody.
Yes.
That we all need to rehear and re-listen. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm taking a breath. Okay, go ahead.
Nope. There's a few people I see on here that have not actually said that they're here, but have not specified for a word. So if you could just specify for a word, that would be fabulous.
Yeah, just say, I do want a word. Because otherwise we're just thinking you're saying hello.
Yes.
And we're okay with that. Hello back.
Hello.
But we don't want to give you a word if that's not what you want. If you're just saying hello to Aditi and Donna.
Yes.
Okay, who we got next?
Okay, next is Samantha.
Taking a deep breath in for Samantha. Samantha, your word is surveying. The science, art, or business of measuring and determining the various features of land. So what I'm seeing from Spirit is this: your ability to look at things from outer perspective, your ability to look at things from this outer perspective and see where things lie. So if you were doing like a puzzle, you have to be down here and the piece goes here and the piece goes here, and it's very specific. But if you're looking at something from the outer perspective, you can't see a puzzle from that distance. The pieces are too small. But if you look at something wider, whether it's a work challenge, a relationship challenge, a spiritual soul challenge, when you look at anything from the wider, the bigger perspective, you see more. And you see how those pieces fit together instead of just being here at the puzzle, the little puzzle. Get that, right, Aditi?
Yes.
So what was I talking about? Sometimes when I do a reading, the first thing that comes through for people, just as a reminder that what I'm doing is what I'm doing, they give them some confirmation about what's going on in their life. And what I typically like to use is the word work, your work, meaning your job. And I've been saying that like that. And most people say, yeah, that's what my job is. That's what my job is. But what I realized the other day in giving a reading is it wasn't about the person's job. It was about the person's work, the soul work. So you are now surveying your soul work. And the only way to do that is to do it from the bigger perspective. You can't just look at, last night, I ate that for dinner and it didn't make me feel good. What you're doing is saying from a bigger perspective, now say, look, my soul doesn't need that for growth. I need to look at going forward what my soul needs now for nourishment, both physically, spiritually, and mentally. So it's not just, I got a stomachache after I ate that food. Look at something from the bigger perspective. Survey the land. The land would be your soul, your path. Thank you, Samantha. That was good. What do you think, Aditi?
Yeah.
Surveying.
So knowing Samantha.
Oh, you know Samantha.
Hi.
Oh, this is the Samantha.
Yes, this is daughter-in-law Samantha. Hi. I think that was an excellent word for her. She is very good at surveying. And I feel like this is a time, that she has been kind of searching within herself. And
so you know her personally, yes, it's hard to see that, but you see that bigger perspective. Yeah, that's what Spirit's saying. So now do the bigger. You're already a small surveyor. Now do the bigger surveyor.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining, Samantha.
Word.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Everybody take a breath. I'll state one more time. If you had a word last week, we are putting you at the bottom of the list. Sorry, but we want to make sure everybody gets one because we never know when they're going to end.
Right.
Adit's going to give me
Rajdeep.
Raj. Stand. And stand is a very long definition, so my finger went to the bottom of the definition, so I'm going to read that one. Stand. Any of several pieces of furniture on which things may be placed or kept as a plant stand. A stand, standing growth, as of grain or grass. So what I'm hearing is, look, sometimes in your past, you may have put things on the shelf. And it's a lot prettier just looking at them this way. Ooh, deja vu. A lot of things just looking at them this way on the shelf. Oh, look at that. Maybe I'll figure that out later. Maybe I'll look at it another day. I see it still in my scope, though. I'm still looking at it. But what Spirit's asking you to do now is to take things off the stand. Take things off the stand and make a stand for yourself. So I feel that there might be some things in your life right now where you're having trouble speaking up, standing up for yourself. You're putting things on the stand, meaning you're putting your voice over there. You're putting your relationships over there. All the things that you really need to talk. Sorry, going to Aditi's face. All the
time talks with your hands.
I'm Italian. So it's time to take a stand. I mean, the big thing is your voice. So don't put your voice on the shelf anymore, on the stand anymore. Your voice now is going to come out. Take it off the stand. So you're not just placing something down now. You're taking it off the stand. It's time for you. It's time for you to stand up. It's time for you to speak out. It's time for you to stand clearly in the love vibration. What do you feel, Dee?
Okay, so it's, as Donna said the word and started talking, it was, I got voice, to speak up, stand up and speak up for yourself. So again, Donna confirmed that.
Stand up and speak on the same wavelength. We're so close together.
I know she's not giving me the opportunity to say anything really today.
They're good additional things. They're just know that you, the second person,
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining, Rajdeep. Okay, next person. If anybody wants to comment about how their word resonated with them, we'll take that. Yes. If you're new, welcome. If you're had it last week, we're putting you at the bottom of the list.
Yes.
Still doing readings. Contact me if you need one. Next name, Aditi. Isabel, thanks for joining. Isabel, the word is discontinuous, intermittent, interrupted. Just those words, intermittent, interrupted. I feel that there's been many times in your life where you've been going along, and you stopped. And you felt like, oh crap, it's never going to start again. Like you've discontinued everything. It's never going to start again. It's never going to start again. And you've had challenges with that. And what they're telling you is, even if you went back to it, it would have still been the same. So they're okay. Spirit's okay with you moving forward. Don't feel discontinued. They want you to feel like you're continuing on. So you see how sometimes the words can display what you've had in the past, but not now in the future. Here's what they want you to do in the future. Don't worry about things that you think have stopped, that maybe you've stopped growth in one area, that you didn't get the message in that last situation. Remember how I said earlier, if you were here, this is not a time to overanalyze anything anymore. It's a time that we just don't know what's coming. So let's be open to what's coming by not worrying about what has already transpired, right? We've got new things coming, new paradigms coming, new shifts in the old paradigm. And I'll say one time again, change has already happened. You didn't miss the boat. It's already happened. Don't worry about your old fears of whatever happened. Oh, you got stuck, you stopped, and crap, it's never going to happen again. Don't worry. It will, but it'll be different next time. What do you think, Aditi?
So sometimes when things discontinue, we just need to stop and take a minute to discern, to take that intermittent fasting time, to discern, what was that happened, and that will give you the words, the means to move forward into the new.
Instead of analyzing.
Yes.
Just say it happened.
Yep.
And I now noticed it happened, so I'm moving forward.
Yeah.
We're all moving. We're all moving. We're all moving into the change that has already happened. Write that down. We're all moving into the change that has already happened.
Yay.
There's nothing you could do about it.
No.
You can't stop it. You can't stop you either. We're moving to the change that's already happened. Somebody write that down on one of the comments, and I'll be taking that for something plus. Okay, Aditi, so we got next.
Next, we have Karen.
Karen, thanks for joining. Were there two Karens?
Yes.
Feel the need?
Yep.
So this is
Karen Shane.
Karen Shan or Karen Shane?
Shane.
This is for you, Karen. Thanks for joining. I'm not saying that name before. That's cool. Ooh, flippant. The word is ladder. A framework usually consisting of two side pieces connected by bars or cross pieces called rungs, forming steps at suitable distances. Oh, all right. We're stepping. We're moving. The ladder to Donna represents the male and the female sides of everyone. And this is a time now where male and female come together as one. They're not together by the bar, right? They're separate by the bar. But Spirit's saying as you walk up that ladder, it starts to get like, how the apple pickers have ladders that come to a point at the top? And that's male and female coming together. So what they want you to do is begin to visualize that type of ladder. Just look at that. Look at that ladder in a picture somewhere, the apple pickers ladder, where it comes to the point at the top. So again, the two sides of the ladder represent masculine and feminine. They're not telling you that you are not dealing with both sides. What they're telling you is what's coming. So they're actually telling you something that's coming. For most of us, they're saying, I don't know. But they're telling you what's coming, masculine and feminine coming together as one, not as two going forward. And I don't use the word ego because ego is an old paradigm word. In fact, I never liked it in the old paradigm, so I sure as heck ain't going to bring it into the new paradigm. This masculine and feminine are pieces of us, and they both should be honored. They both need to be brought together, as in the rungs of the ladder of the apple picker. Come together, and at the top of the tree, you will find fruit. That will bear fruit. Oh my gosh, I love the way they lead me to these things and they don't tell me till I'm actually there in that moment. You see that, right? You come to the ladder and there is the fruit. There is the substance, the sustenance, the essence of everything. Yes. Pick the fruit, baby. Pick the fruit. Who was that, Karen? Pick the fruit. And eat the fruit. Eat it. Eat the fruit. I like ladder. I like male and female. What do you think?
Oh, again, I'll just say I agree.
That was a good ending. The fruit.
Yes. Yes.
And I feel I need more fruit than other days, right? This is a day to eat fruit. Yes. Let them eat fruit.
Yeah.
Crap, I backwashed into my water.
Oh, no.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for joining, Karen. Appreciate it so much. Love
okay.
You.
And real quick, just wanted to say, anybody who has been with us before, we are getting to you. We're just getting through the new names first. And we have quite a few new ones today. So thank you everybody. This is awesome.
Words for everybody. Keep listening. Even if we don't get to your name this week, keep listening. These words. Spirit brings out some good shit for everybody.
Yeah,
for everybody.
Yes.
It's not just the person, it's for all
So it's
of
always
us.
good to, to stay on and stay on the whole time too, because then to hear everybody else's words. Because again, it's not just specifically for that person, even though that's their word. Everybody can discern and
find something to step into the new.
Yes.
Step into the new.
Yes.
And Aditi and I are going to do a couple different videos. We're going to do another clairvoyant reading also some point this week, but it'll probably be on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, now would be the time to do that. And also click the bell so that you can be alerted that I am going live at any given moment. Because I can tell you on Facebook that I'm going to go live on YouTube at a certain time, but you won't be alerted that way from YouTube. I don't have that sort of capability. But share with your friends so that everybody can get a word. I am still offering readings at reduced rate, so shoot me an email if you like. Who do we got?
Okay, next we are at Chase.
Chase. Hi, Chase. Taking a deep breath. Chase, your word is shaky. Firmly supported. Easily made to tremble. I don't see that as a good, bad, right, or wrong thing. I see that as you're moving to a different space in where you are, where your soul may feel a little, ooh, what's happening? I'm moving into something I've never felt before. Yes, you are. Welcome to the moment we are all moving into something we've never felt before in any other lifetime. This is a lifetime where we are going beyond anything we've ever done. So all of us will feel a little shaky. All of us will feel, I have no idea what I'm doing next. I can't hear it. In Chase, you know me. I can pretty much know what's going on. Else I see a vision of something. I kind of know that. I'm not even seeing that because even I do not know. But I knew this moment was coming years ago. I knew this moment of get to a point in our lives, our soul evolution, where everything is new. And that's why I call it the new. Take a look at all my other social media where I talk that a lot. So you're not necessarily shaky where, oh, the next step is going to be shaky. Your next step is clear. It is clearly coming, they're saying. And you may feel shaky after you make that step, but don't allow that to cause you to not step to that next version of your soul. Shaky. You felt that when I said that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like it's movement, baby.
Yes,
movement
absolutely.
is shaky.
Yes, and and sometimes too, our shakiness within ourselves is our vibration, raising our vibration. So as you're moving forward in your soul evolution, you're also raising your vibration. So just trust and move forward.
And you could dance because dancing is shaking, but it's our controlled shaking. Yeah. Thanks, Chase. So good to see you here with me. Yay. Thank you so much. Love you.
Okay. And next is Deidre.
Thanks for joining, Deidre.
Thank you.
Deidre, yours is enchant.
Woo!
To charm or subdue, as by spells or sorcery. Now, I'm not one with spells or sorcery. I'm not into that. But when you talk about enchanting me, to charm me, I feel that spirit is now charming your soul. Mm-hmm. Like, they might have dangled. I think for me, a lot, they dangle. Here, Donna, you can have this. And I'm like, not there yet. But here, Donna, it's here, but I'm not there yet. For you, Spirit's been saying, come on, honey. Come on, you can come this way, charming you. And I'm not saying holding something, here's the shiny thing, come on. I'm saying you felt that. You felt that being charmed by something. Not by the man on the horse, but being charmed by, I like that feeling that's coming. I like that. I feel different right now. Where's that coming from? I feel you have said that to yourself a few times. When Spirit has charmed you, ooh, I feel different. What's causing that difference? I'm telling you, guess what? Spirit has you in their sights. And they're telling you, come on. So anyone in the past where you said, I am not worthy of this moment.
You are.
Thank you, Aditi.
Yes.
You are absolutely worthy. So your morning rituals, I am that I am, and I am worthy. And allow that peace of spirit that I just feel like they're doing this. Gently charms you. Come on. Who am I talking to? Come on, Deidre. Come on. It's not like a dog with a biscuit. It's not like that, because that's what you're doing. Right. Come on, do it. Sit. That's not what they're saying. What they're saying is they're charming you into this new existence. Oh, there it is. You see, it eventually comes out. The full thing. But I don't know what they're going to say, but they say what they're going to say. Charming you into this new existence.
So is what I think, since I know Deidre. Hello. So glad you got to join us. I agree 100% with everything that was said.
Because we don't want to be personal about her.
Right.
But
yep.
So she doesn't have to write. I agree with that. Yeah. Sorry, she already told us that. You agree with that, Deidre. So you like that.
Yes. Absolutely.
Enchanted.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Into new existence.
Being blessed for
sure.
Yes.
And you know what? There are people like us that have already here and saying, yep, come on, this is the way. But we're not turning around to get you anymore. You see, we've got to keep going. So this is the time where this 5D, this fifth dimension, expands so much that fourth dimension doesn't have to reach anymore. Everything's expanding to come in oneness. Everything's expanding. It's not disappearing. It's expanding. So 3D, 4D, 5D, moving and opening into 6D. Ooh, there's a bunch of videos on that. I'll get to that in another one now that we're almost in 60. Thank you. The change is already here. It's time to start a new chapter. That's what I felt today, because my summer job is starting. So I texted everybody, Mega's not opening. I'm turning the page to the new chapter. I am open to it. Thank you so much for joining, Deidre.
Yes, thank you. And next is Tanya, my sister.
Tanya, how you doing today?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Tanya's in the house.
Big breath. Weekday. Ooh. Any day of the week except Sunday. Pretty simple, isn't it? So here's what they're saying, Tanya. Every day of yours is a day. It doesn't make a difference if it's Monday, Tuesday. Those are labels, just like good, bad, right, or wrong, and there are no more labels. So on Monday, you can't say, oh, crap. Like, I know you've given up of things in your life. You can't say, oh, crap, I gave that up, but now here's back and again. I guess I got to wait till next Monday. No, you don't. You wait till the next day or the next hour, because there's no such thing as time. So if you're putting these restraints on yourself to say that this can only happen on this day, guess what? Wrong. This, whatever you're doing, can happen on any day. Any day. Things can happen on any day, including Sunday. Any day, including Sunday. Any day, including Sunday. So any day is a day for you. Spirit saying, let me give you this day. They didn't say, let me give you tomorrow. They didn't say, let me give you next week. This is really good. They're saying, let me give you this day. I feel like that put me at such a sense of ease.
It did too. I felt that.
To know that Spirit's just right in front of us saying, let me give you this day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do we do to accept that Spirit? Aditi, what would you do? Spirit says to you in the morning, let me give you this day. How would that make you feel when you get up in the morning and you start your day?
Yeah, it would make me feel like I want to live this day to the fullest.
That it's taken care of, that I don't have to
move forward and trust. And
I don't even like the word worry. I think worry is even an old paradigm. But live in. Yeah. Get up and just trust it, like she just said. Live in it. Spirit said, let me give you this day. I don't know if that's a Bible thing or whatever, but that just feels so biblical to me. It feels so expansive to me. Anything else you have to say? That was a good answer.
Well, I would say that's confirmation for how Tanya lives her life. It's every day is the fullest.
Confirmation, which is good because we don't say that too often.
Yeah. That was great. That was an awesome word.
That a lot of these words are as a message, but a lot of them are just confirmation.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was
watching. Thank you for bringing that to us. You know?
Exactly. Spirit's going to say, I got that tickle. Go ahead.
Uh-oh. Yeah, because it's a good reassurance for all of us that every day is just a day. It's whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It doesn't matter.
It's still this day.
It's still this day, and we're blessed with this day.
Let me give you this day.
Yeah. So thank you for joining, Tanya, because I think we all needed to hear that.
I think what happened is they literally came through this voice when they said that, and it really just stopped my voice. I had to say, back off, guys. You can't do this. This is your day. This is your day. Yeah. We give you this day. So everybody wake up tomorrow morning and just hear it say to us, whatever you view as spirit, a spirit, God, a loved one in the non-physical, an angel, an archangel, it doesn't matter. Jesus, Mother Mary, it doesn't matter at all. The sun, the moon, the stars, it doesn't matter. But hear them say, we give you this day.
Yes.
And know that it's planned, like you said. Just trust that it's already planned out, but be open. Because if you're not open, you can miss so many things. Or you could be angry, or you can be, whatever it is. Like there's bird crap all over my car. And I'm thinking, are there any car washes open right now? Give me a hose, somebody. Give me a bucket with some suds. Whatever it is, it's spirit saying, look, a car is just a car. It's got bird shit on it. What are you going to do about it?
Look at it. Love it.
I'm going to love it. I love the bird poo poo on the car. So everybody, thank you for joining. We so appreciate everybody for joining. If you're new this week, double thank you. You had a word last week. We're just putting you at the bottom of the list, but it looks like we might got about 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
Let's not read the thank yous. We're just assuming everybody says thank you. Let's just get some more words.
Okay. So we have, looks like quite a few new ones still, but the next was Colin.
Colin, I've got 2 words for you.
Ooh.
It hasn't happened in a long time, but it's happening nowadays.
Right.
So I don't think you've joined us before, but you know how this works. I'm sure you've watched a few. So when the words, I'm going to read the first one, I'm going to interpret it, and then I'm going to go to the second word. And again, I hope everybody's listening. 2 words. First one is emetic, inducing vomiting, a medicine that induces vomiting, such as salt and water. Did we have this word before?
We did.
That's very odd.
Yeah.
So the first thing I heard when I heard that was, it's time for you to throw up everything old. It's time for you to get rid of everything old. Doesn't mean literally throw up. If you're like me, I hate throwing up. I will do anything to avoid that. Throwing up. Come out the other end. I don't care where you come out. Do not throw up. So they're telling you it's time. All the old now has to leave your presence, has to leave your spiritual presence. Anything you used to think now becomes not known yet. Anything you used to imagine now becomes something new. So release the old in whatever shape or form, no good, bad, right, or wrong, but when in any shape or form, release the old and accept the new. And if you were earlier, none of us know what's coming. You may not have a job right now. You may think, even if you have a job, you may think this is what's going to happen and I'm good because I have my, there's still new coming. So there are many of us out here holding down this love vibration to allow for the new. So even if you have your job still, all of you listening, even if you have your job still and you think nothing's changed for you, hello, things are changing. It's time to get rid of the old. It doesn't mean to get rid of your job or your relation. It doesn't mean any of that. It's your understandings, maybe your beliefs, and accept the new. Aditi, I need to do a second word, okay?
Okay.
Second word is encamp, to settle or be put in temporary quarters. So here's what happens when you release the old and go to the new. You don't just jump from one to the other. There's a time of sitting in it. There's a time of encamping in it. So you can experience, you can acknowledge that it has been received and put it into practice. We talk a lot about when you receive something new, you have to think it, then you know it, then you put it into practice, then you experience it, and then you evolve. That's where the evolution happens. But you're always practicing. So Spirit's saying, look, we need you to sit in that new place for a bit, to camp out in it, and then know it, and then evolve your soul into the new, where we're all going. We're all there, but this vibrational thing stops most of us from staying in the oneness. I'm sure everybody's had moments where they felt fabulous. I actually felt fabulous when they told me today I didn't have a job. I actually felt, okay, I know that now. Something I didn't know yesterday, I now know now.
Yes.
So there may be a moment later tonight or tomorrow where you're like, okay, now I know that, but I don't have to worry anymore about the things I don't know yet. Done. Can you add a little bit? So we know, do we know this person?
I do know Colin.
So is it something, tell me what you thought about this without, I know you don't, because you know it's hard for you to say, but just the new about moving in and regurgitating.
Yeah. And that's because sometimes we have to let go of what we know, what we knew, in order to move forward and, to set in that time of the unknown per se, before we move forward. So yeah, I think it was great.
Don't think of it anymore, right? The new paradigm,
right.
We're going to talk about this in our next video, is not saying, I'm comfortable with the unknown, because Spirit said that for a long time. I've got a ton of things out there that say the unknown.
Yeah.
Just sit in the knowingness of that, the unknown. But now you're sitting in the knowingness of there is no known. You have no idea because it's the new. Thank you so much for joining, Colin. We appreciate it. Yes,
thank you, Colin and Sam both. Okay, and next we have Deepa.
Deepa, your word is way, W-A-Y. Way is a very long definition, but I'm going to just go with the definition that my finger pointed to. A structure of timbers on which a ship is built and down which it slides when being launched. Oh, I totally see that in my head. How cool is that? I didn't even know that was called a way. So now Spirit's given me a word that I can actually maybe use. So the way I see it, the way where the ship is built on, because you can't build it in water, but you would build it like in a warehouse, right? But then you got to ship it out to the water, but you can't just pick it up and put it. It gets slid down into the water. So this new that you're saying, that we're saying for you, Deepa, this new that you are literally, you've been already. Your ship is built. Your ship is built. It hasn't launched yet, but your ship, your physical body, your soul, right? Everything you encompass has been built. Physical body and soul are one. You're not a soul in a physical body, and you're not a physical body that is a soul. You are a soul. That's it. So your soul is already built. Now we're going to launch you. Spirit saying, look, in the next few weeks, you're going to have some of this happening. Go. They're going to want to launch you. Do not worry, right? Worry's old paradigm. Do not be afraid. Afraid is old paradigm. Say, I am that I am. And I am the love vibration.
And I am ready.
I'm totally going to that. I am the love vibration. If anybody else uses that, I'll have to figure that out. But we are the love vibration. That is who we are. We are the love vibration. So Deepa, get ready for the launch. Get ready for launch. It's coming. I liked about all of us. Right? Yeah. We're going to be launched.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Right now is a time of launching. We're
moving.
The way.
We're moving down the way. Did you know that word that meant?
No, I had no idea.
I had no idea. So there you go.
Thanks. It's almost like it's the way it is what I got right off the bat was it's a foundation.
Yes.
Which I've
never be built on.
Yeah, which I've never really looked at it that way. Yeah. But way, yes, that is the building of our foundation. That's great.
And our soul has been already built. Our soul is built. We are our soul from many eons, right? From the beginning of this time. Yeah. Now we're getting ready to be launched along the way.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you. And
okay, we got time for probably like 2 or 3 more.
We have 2 more new ones that are on.
Okay.
Prachi.
Thank you for joining. Your word is compare. To be worthy of or suitable for comparison. They're saying it's okay to compare yourself to other people, but don't judge yourself. It's okay to compare yourself. We're all souls. So if that soul next to you is not doing what you're doing, that's judgment. Or if you say, I would never do that, that's judgment. But whatever they're doing, they are you also. Everyone is you. So everyone that's struggling right now, our healthcare workers that are out there, they are you. You are them. So use that. Compare yourself to them. Send them that love vibration that we all are, because everyone is one. What you feel, I feel. Why? Because I am you. So everybody feel love. And how could that be any better than anything?
Right.
If we all feel love, it's going so many places. So, forgot the word.
Commute.
It wasn't. Was it? Wasn't? No, it wasn't. What was the word? Somebody talk to me. Compare. Right. So I knew it. I saw it in my head. It's okay to compare yourself if we're all comparing ourselves in love.
Ooh.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
It's okay to compare yourself to other people if we're all finding the love in everyone else. So people are struggling. Yes, they may not be able to find the love. What can we do to help them?
Love them.
All I can do is love them. My car, what can I do?
Love it.
I can just love it. That's all I can do. My feet right now are cold. What can I do?
Love it.
Love it. That's all I can do is love it. Deets, what do you say? Compare.
To not compare ourselves with anyone or anything, which I believe that you said, Donna.
Or anything. Anyone or anything.
Anyone or anything.
That was key. Anybody else's path is not your path. But we're all on the path of love.
Yep.
So whether you're on the path of love, I'm there on the path of love, someone's over there, still on the path of love, because the whole path is love.
Right.
There's not a veering to, this is really good too, right?
Yeah.
There's not a veering to another path where you veer off and, oh shit, I'm not on my soul path anymore. Yes, you are.
Yeah. That was supposed to happen.
That was supposed to happen because you're on the path of love.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us, Prachi. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
So one more time, we're just going to do a few more. Sorry if we didn't get to you this week. We're doing the ones that didn't have a word yet.
Yes.
So if you had a word last week, we put you to the bottom, but come back again next week. Thank you. Next word.
Next is Kathy.
Kathy, thanks for joining, Kathy. Kathy, discompose. To disarrange, ruffle, agitate, shake it up.
Shake it up.
So discompose. I feel like lately you have felt a little discombobulated. Spirit had to come in many times and say, you know how when the washing machine gets gets not balanced and it starts to go make a lot of noise and the whole thing shakes because it's not balanced, right? And you got to run down, pick up the scares the crap out of you. The machine starts walking to the center of the room. Whoa, machine! The dog's barking and the cat's going, whoa, shit, what happened? That's what I feel has happened to you lately. You put a little too much pressure on one area of your life and it's caused the machine to rattle, have you some discomposure. But they're saying it's fine because you know what? Spirit comes along, they pick up the lid, they move some stuff around for you, and then, right, there you go.
Yeah.
Right? You're back. There you go. They shut the lid, turn it back on again. So don't worry if you felt that. It's not a big deal. It's okay, right? We all feel that. But notice that you feel it. And then Spirit will say, we've given you this day.
Yes.
This is your day. This is your machine wash. This is your cycle. It's okay if it shakes and rattles and rolls. It's okay. This is yours. Love it. Accept. This is my new now. But they're saying resist the urge to put too much, something of you, they're saying, into one area, like the machine. Move it around. It's okay to have love everywhere, not just in one area. Have love everywhere.
Yeah.
Because love is the path.
Yes.
What do you got for that?
Discompose.
Love is all. To disarrange, to ruffle, agitate. That's what the machine does too. Right. It agitates.
Yeah. And I mean, like really, yeah. And that's really what this time is right now for, not just you, Kathy, but for all of us. Like we're all getting shaken and, given the opportunity to look at the new.
Opportunity.
Yes, it is. It's
every
great.
moment.
Yeah, every moment is an opportunity.
Not Monday, not Tuesday, but this day.
Yes,
it
right now.
Day. What is Pooh and Piglet? Is it Pooh and Piglet? This day, my favorite day.
Yes. Yes.
Today, my favorite day.
My favorite day.
Thank you so much for joining, Kathy, again.
Thank you.
Oh, we got time for one more. more.
Okay, so that was, before we go on, so that was all the new names, I believe. If we happen to, by chance, skip over anybody, apologies. Join us again next week.
So let's end there. We got all the new news in.
Yep.
Aditi's going to take a moment and scroll for a little bit and check hers.
Yes.
And I'll update what's coming up. I am still giving readings. I am offering discounts on readings. If it's something that you need right now, we can work on that. I am also offering 30-minute readings as well as 60 minutes. I don't normally do that, but I'm going to do that. So email me at dboylemedium@gmail.com. Aditi and I are going to do some interesting videos this week. Now that I put it out, she has to do it with me. She can't say, I don't want to do it today. I'm sorry, you're going to have to. We will be doing one more clairvoyant reading, maybe someday this week on YouTube, live on YouTube. So if you haven't followed my YouTube channel, do that now and subscribe. Hit the bell so that you will get an alert when that happens.
And what's the name of the YouTube channel?
Donna Boyle Medium.
Okay.
It's many places on this Facebook page. It's many places. You'll find on my website. You'll find it everywhere. Links to it. Just plug in Donna Boyle Medium. There's all of these events also still there, which is fun. On Facebook, there's a live tab. You can look at all these fun events. So these words, not just for the day they happen, but for all days. So go back and watch them. Go back and hear Spirit's messages.
Yes.
I'm going to, because there were a lot words that were stated. Did anybody put that word down, that phrase that I wanted before, Spirit?
No, and I already forgot what it was.
See, that's what happens. It goes in one ear and out the other. It goes in my mind, out from up there, out of my mouth, and that's how Spirit works. So
we need somebody else here, right?
We need one other person. Theo. He's all like alike. All right, so we hit the hour. Thank you, both of us.
Yes, thank you,
so
everybody. Much. Colin, thank you for joining us. Yay!
Live in love.
Yes.
Live in love. Live in love. This day, not just Monday, but this day. It's today. My favorite
today.
Day.
Yes.
My favorite day.
My favorite.
All right, guys, have a great evening.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you when we see you.
Yeah.
When will it be?
Well, I don't know when
we'll
see them.
I don't like making commitments.
Yeah,
I don't like making commitments to anything. Lucky you got this many Magic Mondays out of me. All right, guys, have a great one. Catch ya.
Bye.
Thanks again. Stay helpful.
Love ya.